hold on. Can we look at this? Part of the log bridge, the old road, stood a grim flagpole adorned with blocky-looking skulls. Okay. To sleep. Perchance to dream. Go, Scythian. Come on. Come on. This is my least favorite thing in, I mean, adventure games have this problem more often than other games, but just in general is when I know what I have to do, I just have to, like, get there. I think it's made worse in an adventure game because you're not, like, actively moving the character. You're clicking and then waiting for the character to go there on their own. And so it creates this sense of delay that you don't find in other game genres as much. It's sort of like everything's an auto-scroller. All right. We're in the when. We don't have the where, but we're in the when. Oh. Oh, right. We have to do the song. The Song of Sworcery. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, I guess we just click them in order. Wowee. That was tough. I assume we will have to do 3 of these, because Trigon. The bright moon looms, and we just woke a sylvan sprite in a hidden grove where Jim Guthrie happened to be hanging out! Oh my god, they put him in the fucking game? Hi Jim Guthrie. Hold on, what do we get in the book? Got the song in my head. A happy and sad little song that fills me with a weirdly beautiful dread. Okay. We've got Sylvan Sprite number 1. Let us get Sylvan Sprites number 2 and 3. Not up there. We would have seen it. I love that it's just straight up in the game. Reflect. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, the music was just getting good. Hi Nat. Was gonna send this. You know, there's this theory in puzzle design that puzzle satisfaction is highest when time between the player finding the solution and player implementing the solution is low. I wonder if there's some overlap between that and what you're talking about with knowing what I need to do, but just waiting for it to happen be disappealing. Also, yeah, that is a good point. It's that sort of delayed gratification. Oh, I did not expect that was part of the puzzle. I think really it has a lot to do with feeling like you're working on the thing versus feeling like you're waiting for the thing to happen. So in a game with more complex movement mechanics, something that like is a more schmovementy game, for example, it can be okay to already know what you need to do as long as the schmovement is fun and you feel like there's a skill element between you and getting where you need to go, because it still feels like you're working on the solution, so long as there is that like element of challenge. But when you remove that element of challenge, when it's just like, oh, I have to walk through a bunch of rooms to get to the place that I know I need to go, and like, or I need to fight these same enemies that I've already fought 20 times. Stuff like that, where it's not novel or challenging, it stops feeling like you're working on the solution and becomes a situation where it feels like the game is getting between you and the solution, which I think is just primally frustrating. I do not know what to click. Okay, I can't move the screen more. I guess I can click in the water. Let's start this one over. So I was not paying attention at the start. Maybe there was something I missed. No. Oh, these aren't in the reflection. I just noticed. This one is there. This one's maybe there. That one's there. Oh, this is kind of annoying to cross-reference. What else isn't the same? Rock is there. There's like a glowy patch here, but I don't think that's anything. This feels the same. That's the same. These bushes are this one different? It's just different because this is here. Those are definitely the same. That's definitely the same. Mushroom, no. The rocks look the same between them. Okay, we're going to do yet another classic point-and-click adventure game thing, which is called pixel hunting. Yeah, I am open to a hint if you have seen a difference that I am missing, because I straight up am just not saying it. I think part of it is there's so much going on texturally, and the tones are so similar, it's a little difficult for me to... Oh, it's the inverse. This is here, but not here. We click it on that side. Okay. I had missed that. I was looking for things that were here that weren't here. I wasn't looking for the inverse. Whoopsie doodle. Thanks. All right, Sylvan Sprite number 2 for the bright moon. The bright moon looms, and we just woke a Sylvan Sprite where the lake's reflection was ever so slightly incongruent. Hello, owls. Owls are great. Oh, our third sprite is here. Great. I assume it has to do with the owls. Easiest puzzle of my life. Barely even a puzzle. All right, that's all 3, I assume. Bright moon looms, and we just woke a sylvan sprite who slumbered on the lake beneath the trifecta of owls. Is that it? My logs have many secrets about sylvan sprites and impossible islands. Unfortunately, I don't speak log language. In my experience, there are times when owls are not what they seem, and at other times, they're just plain old owls. Dogfella has something to say. Bark, bark, bark. There are two types of unknowns, the known unknowns and the unknown unknowns. There are also unknown nouns, although these are easily learned. Okay, it looks like we are about halfway on the pathway to this Trigon. I did not catch that this is a progress bar before, so I'm glad that it animated when we went into that menu this time. All right, flashing lights warning again. Pressed the wrong button, my bad. There we go. Flashing lights warning over. Oh, hi, dog. Would you like to show me something? I don't think we've seen Dogfella in the dream before. It's time. All right, what's the deal with this one? I got nothing. Okay. The dog is walking in a triangle. Huh. Oh. Trees. We're doing trees again. Nope. You. Nope. You. No. You first, then you, then you, then you, then you. There we go. That should be it. Is there another tree? The big one? This one? There we go. Got that last one purely by luck. Wahoo! Thank you, Dogfella. The bright moon looms, and we just woke a sylvan sprite lurking at the root of a titanic tree. Where to now, Dogfella? Looks like we have one more. There's a saying up here in the Caucasus that a forest needs a fire like the fire needs the tree. I'm assuming this way. I was thinking there might be one in the logs. Her Logfella's musings, but I guess not. Perhaps the meadow. Sort of barking at the house. No sprite here. I think this loops back around to the tree, if I remember correctly. Yes. Okay. So I guess we gotta go back to the waking world? Strange. Or, you want me to go in here? You want me to talk to this ghost? Okay. Inside a titanic hollow tree, we approached a solitary grave, and a badass ghost showed up to sing us a mad rhyme. Seek the sylvan sprites on the path beyond you, with eyes and ears open for their sonorous spumes. Send all 5 sylvan sprites skyward to enact a miracle that will attract the Trigon you seek. Okay. I was already doing that. I feel like I need one more, though. Maybe here? Maybe it, like, spawned in here after we had that conversation? This hit path before you. Nah. Dog is still hanging out in there. I'm not observing any sonorous spumes. Hello, dog. The mushroom sound keeps getting me. Okay, we'll go in the house. We'll head back. See what happens. I'm curious about this scene. Back to side A. We arrive once more in the world of the waking. All right. Well, I guess let's check this way just to be thorough, because there's only one screen that way to look at. No. Definitely not here. I really don't think it's gonna be in the waking world, but we went through all of the locations in the dream. Hey. I don't think there's anywhere else for us to check back there. No sonorous spumes here. Time for some more fights with the Gogolithic mass. No spumes here. It's mass. Oh, the moon is back like this. How did that happen? Was it like that? It wasn't like that while we were still in the dream, was it? Are we no longer in paradox time? We aren't. Okay. Yeah, let's fight. Bring it. Uh-huh. right. Bring it. Dang it. There we go. Okay. Well, the moon being back to crescent is pretty bad for us, so I guess let's sit. We could start working on the new moon, I guess, but that's so much work. No, we're gonna set it back to the full moon and then I guess see what we can do. I'm pretty close to just, oh, hey, we're leaving a trail behind again. I thought we were only doing that in the dream, but I guess not. I'm considering looking at the walkthrough just so we don't waste more time. I feel like a lot of time is spent. It's being spent not actually doing anything of value. We're just checking screens to see if stuff is there, and that's, I don't know, not hella compelling. Oh, hey, we healed. Nice. I was wondering how we had ended up at full health again earlier. All right. And on we go. Now I kind of want to go check those other screens again. Because the moon was fucked up. Or was unfucked up. Here we go again. Yes, 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 yes. I know. I do not need this cutscene every single time video game. So there's this idea in design and time-based media. So, video games, movies, TVs, books, etc. Called the peak end principle. Damn it. Which suggests that an audience usually judges their experience of a thing based on the peak emotion that they felt, like the peak experience that they had during the whole thing, and how they felt at the end of it. Which is why landing a good ending is so important in storytelling. See also Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, a lot of people liked for a long time. But the strongest that they felt about it was not stellar, and the way they felt at the end was bad. And so people largely remember Game of Thrones as a bad TV show. Even though if you look at it, at the discrete parts of it, that's not necessarily the case. I am glad to help ease boredom in a boring workout. That is a rough place to be. I used to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure while doing my workouts. That was my gym viewing. But yeah, so if you want people to look fondly upon your game or your book or TV show, movie, etc., one of the things you want to work toward is making sure that the peak of the experience is positive. And the ending lands. Those are two of your most crucial points to consider. I mean, it sounds really simple. It's a little more complicated because you don't always know what the peak experience is going to be. The peak of your narrative isn't always going to be the peak experience. For example, I'm having a pretty strong feeling playing this game of frustration because of the annoyance of having to walk back and forth between a bunch of different places getting nothing done. And it is taking up a large portion of the gameplay at this point. Like a disproportionate amount, frankly. And so that is going to color my personal experience of this game in conjunction with how I feel by the end of it. And that's like, the developers couldn't have necessarily anticipated that I personally would not pick up on whatever clues they have given me that I am currently missing in order to progress. We're gonna go back to the dream world because we've checked all of the non-dream world screens. Did not see any sonorous spumes. So clearly there must have been something we missed here. Developers can't always anticipate where these hang-ups will occur, whether they will end up being more impactful than the intended, like, narrative heights and peaks of the game. Is one reason why playtesting is so important. Experience with musicals is focused on the first half, the wisdom being that if they hit intermission with a "this is good" attitude, they'll be predisposed to think the back half is good. Yeah, so musicals are and anything like a play is going to be a slightly different experience because of that intermission. Hamilton is a great example, although I think the back half of Hamilton is fine. I've only seen it the once. But musicals and plays and operas where you have an intermission, hell, even symphonies, anything where you have a built-in intermission has the opportunity to leverage something very specific, which is the fact that that built-in downtime is time when people can... Oh, there's a sonorous spume right here and we just missed it. It's a time when the audience can talk to each other about their experience of the piece. Because usually you're still in the theater or the symphony hall or wherever. You're in the venue still. And so landing that cliffhanger, that sort of peak, that exciting moment, that thought-provoking thing right before intermission ensures that when people are like hanging out outside the bathroom or going and getting snacks or whatever, they're talking about, oh, wasn't this cool? Wasn't that awesome? I wonder what's going to happen next. And that carries that energy through in the same way that horror movies, like monster movies, will leverage the imagination of the audience by hiding the monster for much of the movie to heighten that experience and make it more frightening. So that's a thing that intermission, that mediums that include an intermission have access to that other mediums don't. Which it would make sense that you would optimize for that. Especially because, like, intermission is also really your only option, your only opportunity to be like, this isn't worth it, I'm going home. And so you really want to make sure that you're not ending in a place where someone goes, I could be at home right now. Or, like, I could go out and do something else other than sit in this theater for another hour and a half. So that's another reason to make sure that that point lands. But with mediums that don't have a built-in intermission, you can't necessarily control for where someone will stop engaging with the piece, where they'll step away temporarily or permanently. And so in video games, playtesting kind of helps figure that out to an extent. You can see where people naturally sort of step away, take a break, come back to it, don't come back to it, where they bounce off. That's where you get that information. But even then, you're looking at averages rather than anything definitive. What is the thing here? Is it the duck? Is it the birds? We are guiding the birds. Oh, they're ducklings. We're guiding the ducklings back. That's cute. It's funny because the very first one of these we were given was a guide back to the point one, and they haven't used this mechanic since. Well, that was cute. I liked that. Yay. The bright moon looms, and we just woke a sylvan sprite from the still waters of a lake where a mother duck was freaking out. We got that peculiar feeling that it was maybe, just maybe, a time of miracles. Great. So many things freaking out. There's a lot of freaking out happening in this game. There's no fast way out of here, is there? Do I need a water refill? No, but thank you, Kiana. So it seems you've made a significant amount of progress in your effort to locate and tame the Bright Moon Trigon. Very nicely done. We've been quietly monitoring your actions, and we'd like to point out that the longer the hesitation, the smaller the celebration. Perhaps you have already heard about an impossible island under a looming bright moon. Maybe you read about it on the internet. I did not. Bark, 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 sniff. I know you seek to avoid your fated martyrdom, but know this. Time is a force, and it will surely take its course. Jesus. I see. So we were to be sacrificed to the Gogolithic mass, and we're like, fuck that. We're going to kill the Gogolithic mass instead. Impossible island. Beneath the moon. Believe. All right, flashing lights warning. As we cross the lake once more. Oh! Never mind. Here are the sylvan sprites. Trigon? Was that not it? Okay. Maybe flashing lights warning? Yeah. All right. We're good. Huh. Ugh, I don't trust that. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back real quick. So, guard your eyes again. Okay. We're back on the island. We're safe to look, I think. All right. Let us cross the lake once more. Flashing lights. There were no flashing lights this time. Huzzah. And we will head back to the waking world. See if we can find the Bright Moon Trigon. So I don't know where it would be. It could be in the meadow again? That would make some amount of sense. Depends on if they're in different places or if it's more consistent than that. And I truly do not know. Bork, bork. And hug. Sit down. Take off shield. Take off sword. Sit down. Take off your sandals. And we return to side A. You seen any miracles recently? Samaya remarked upon the shrinking moon. That soon it would be gone and the dark moon would rain. Okay. To the meadow. And perhaps the Trigon grotto beyond. Ah. Alright, nothing here. Like vaguely glowy. Hold on. Glowier than you were before, I think. Unless it's always been this glowy. Oh yeah, there is some real good snow happening outside. I would show you, chat, but I'm not gonna. I'm not doxing myself like that. Just trust me. Snow in Toronto, real good right now. Anything here? A massive no. Can we interact with this? No. All right. We need to make it full moon again. All right. I'm looking it up. Please bear with me. Bright moon Trigon. Okay, we've done the 5. Go to the lake. Oh. We must return to the lake. There was a thing for us to do on the impossible island that I did not notice. My bad. Which unfortunately I think means that we have to go back to the fucking moon grotto. Oh. Oh, video game, please. Up. It would be less painful if the moon grotto were like on this next screen over. But it really like spreads these important locations out so that you have to cross multiple screens to get between them. My kingdom for a shortcut. And we are definitely going to have like 2 to 3 fights between now and getting back to the Dream Realm. Okay. Come on. Before the Gogolithic mass gets us. Which should be showing up right about... Maybe we're good. We'll definitely see it on the way back. But hopefully only once. That would be nice. All right, Bright Moon, go. I like the screen shake with the change. All right. Andiamo, let's go. Gogolithic mass in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Hey, at least he's reliable. Three attacks. One more. Yes. Ideal. Perfect fight. And let's go. Go, Scythian. Fly. Let the wind carry you. Really go faster. Oh. Bye-bye. There we go. Oh, God, I forgot there's still another screen. I guess it's giving me a lot of time to hydrate. Stay hydrated, kids. Drink some water. To dream. We already counted the sheep, and now we can sleep. Go, 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 go. Trying to speedrun this thing. Yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3 screens, 4 screens to sleep. 5 if you include the house. 5 screens, and then we have 1. 2. I think it's another 5 or 6 screens to get to the island. That was 2. This is 3. And we have the forest section in here. This will be 4. This is 5. Possible flashing lights warning. So yeah, a good 10 screens between the moon place and not between the moon grotto and getting back to here. That is rough. All right, so now we do this. Oh. Oh. Cool. Trigon time. Hello, Trigon. I'm gonna get you. What's in the book? While the bright moon looms, we have enacted a super weird moon miracle on an impossible island in the midst of a placid lake. Neat. Okay. Let's head into here. And face the bright Trigon. Ooh. I'm assuming it's gonna be another situation like the last. Ooh, ah. Fight! I'm going to assume it uses the same mechanics. Sword for psychic blasts. Dodge for beams. Here we go. Faster now. Fuck. Your joke was too funny, Nat. 2 hops this time. Oh shit. This is different. Cool. Okay. This is definitely tougher. I'm just sort of mashing through the sword sections, honestly. Yay, we did it. Let's go. Woo. Only lost 1 health, that's not bad. Give me the Trigon. Let's go. We got the Bright Moon Trigon for glory and for spite.